mummies for putting some sanity back into politics. This has been a crazy week, and it's more important now than ever that people stand united, because the Tories with the EU referendum have wreaked havoc. We thought it couldn't get any worse with austerity policies, but Gove, Boris Johnson and their Labour colleagues like Gisela Stewart have shown that they can go even further down the gutter with the way the referendum campaign was run. And that's why we need real leadership. And when they say to you that Jeremy Corbyn is not a leader, I'll tell you what they're really scared of. It's because he is a true leader, but just not for their policies. Jeremy Corbyn has restored the Labour Party to what millions of people up and down this country have hoped and prayed the Labour Party was and should be. For years, New Labour benefited from the struggles of decades before, when people had knocked on those doors, when people had stood for real equality, for feminism, for gay rights, for education, for our National Health Service, and they came and trashed every single one of those. But they thought they've got nowhere else to go. They'll keep voting for us, when what people were being forced to vote for was Tory light. It was under Blair that we had neoliberalism. It was under Blair we had neoconservative wars. It was under Blair we had tuition fees brought in and privatisation brought into the National Health Service. And it's Corbyn who's standing up for real Labour. This last week has been a political earthquake, and the Tories have been exposed. But what are Labour MPs doing? Instead of uniting and taking the fight to the Tories, they are bickering amongst themselves, putting on this coup. They are not speaking up for their membership. They are not speaking up for the country. And they have a party to go to if they're not happy with Jeremy Corbyn. Go join the Tories officially if you're not happy. Because that's what these Labour MPs want. They're not standing on an anti-austerity platform. They have not stood up against tuition fees, and people like Angela Eagle should be ashamed to be putting forward their name in the very week the Chilcot inquiry has come out, when she actually voted for the wall. These people actually represent the worst of what this country has thrown up, why millions of people turn their backs on mainstream politics because they said these people don't represent us anymore. And UKIP gained ground with all the years. It's not just the EU referendum, my friends. For years, immigrants have been demonised. When we had these wrecking economic policies by the elite, for the elite, they turned people's attention against the disabled, against the vulnerable, against the poor, and yes, against the immigrants. And we're saying we're not going to put up with that divide and rule. We know it's effective because it's easy. It's easy to blame the other. It's more difficult to call for unity, and that's what Jeremy Corbyn's doing, and that's why he is a great leader, and that's why we need to stand by him when all the press, the media, all the elites have come together, because they are terrified they'll be held to account. They were terrified he'll still be a leader when Chilcot came out, because their hands are bloodied with not only the service personnel of this country, but hundreds of thousands of people abroad. There's a really important anti-war gathering in London, and I was supposed to be speaking at that. But Birmingham was a place where over 200 coaches left on 15th of February. And many of you were really young then, that I can see now, who have grown up under knowing nothing better, unfortunately, than New Labour and the Tories. And it's time that we did get our country back. It's time we got our collective unity back, and that begins now. Support Corbyn, keep the best of Britain, and that's what we're standing for now. Thank you.